Okay, so this is Will and Andrew, and so things started getting better for him when he started drinking. But what I wanted to ask you, Will, was that that very early time at school, when you kind of sense, my goodness, alcohol, is this exciting thing. Yeah. It can really transform you. Yeah. It makes you, into a kind of a player, as it were.
Yeah.
But also, you had to immediately start finding out how to deal with it.
Yes.
So it was a kind of thing you had to manage.
Yeah.
So that immediately there's this kind of thought process around drinking. Yeah. So it's not just, oh, I'm having a drink. Oh, I feel good. Whatever. Oh, I might have another drink another time.
Yes.
It was because it was so exciting, so important.
Yeah.
That you had to have a whole load of strategies around it.
Well, it was a rite of passage. It's what you did as an adult, and so therefore learning the process of becoming a drinker was vital in that process. And that could go wrong at times. We all know we all had experiences where we drunk too much and done stupid things. And one of my earliest examples is drinking too much on my own, watching the football, watching my team lose in an FA Cup final, having pinched a couple of cans out of the fridge when Mum and Dad were out. And I shouldn't have done that. And I debated with myself a long time whether I should.
Because if you were celebrating with I don't know, a cake or something, and you found you're on your own. What age are you watching the match?
14.
So you're 14, and you think, this is exciting. I'm on my own.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat that Dairy cake or whatever, and you kind of nick it, eat half of it.
Yeah.
To celebrate.
Yes.
But it wouldn't be quite the same.
No, and I wasn't celebrating, and I wasn't at that stage commiserating. The match was on, and it was very tense. And, at 14, I couldn't have known what the kind of drinking culture of drinking too much when you're under pressure. It just seemed, I knew it was in the fridge, and it was a green light thing as well. It was a traffic light. I'd said to myself, it was on amber at this point, and it was a question of whether my moral code was going to switch to red and just banish it from my head, or slip to green. At which point there was no turning back. I was going to have that drink, and it did slip to green, and it was half time, and I was watching it on the telly, and everybody was out, and at that moment, I remember that moment deciding I'm going to have that. I'm going to have half a can of Skol, but there was another half can of Skol in the fridge.
What I'm saying is it because it was this naughty thing, alcohol? What if it was a bit of cake, and you knew, I shouldn't really eat that cake, or Mum might.
But cake doesn't. I mean, cake's nice, isn't it? But you'd never. Cake's not going to cut it, is it?
But what I'm saying is that you knew that then, age 14, you were having to, like, it's a green light, it's an amber light, it's a red light.
Yeah.
It's not just, I'm on my own in the house, I'm going to raid the fridge, and I've just happened to, it's the drink itself is somehow meaningful or more important than just
absolutely. And I knew I shouldn't be doing it. I mean, I absolutely knew that those cans were not for me.
Yeah.
And if I was to even be allowed one of them, it would be under supervision. Yeah. It would be with my mum and dad. It would have been after me pestering them to have some of it.
Yeah.
And they might have eventually relented and said, "Oh, go on then, have a."
So it was the fact that it was a really prohibited thing.
It was prohibited, and I still wanted it. It was something I wanted.
Yeah.
I thought it was right and appropriate for me watching that match.
Yeah.
It was going to get me in the right place. It was going to. I had a notion of what that was going to do for me, and I think it's the same idea that ran with me till the age of 50. That this is what booze is going to do, why I do it, and yes, it can go wrong, but never blame the booze for that. That's me. I've got it wrong. I've drunk too quickly. I've drunk the wrong drink in the wrong order.
So interesting, if you been brought up where drink wasn't prohibited. It wasn't the special thing. It wouldn't be just like you were saying in Cornwall, the yearly, the annual drink. Yeah. And it wasn't sort of had a special place in the fridge. Yeah. So that when you were 14, you're on your own. You think, I'm going to raid the fridge, and you might nick some biscuits, eat a whole packet of biscuits, which is a bit naughty. Yeah. You might eat the cake that's maybe it's a birthday cake for someone. Yeah. I know that's a bit naughty. But there's the booze, which is, and if it wasn't sort of a special thing, you might say, I'll drink the booze, and
But I think that's hit. I think that absolutely sums it up. It wasn't. Is it a special thing? Booze in my house was a special thing.
Yeah, special thing.
And that was at celebrations. It was at birthdays, but it was also at key moments. I remember my mum, who didn't get on very well with my dad's mum and dad, so her mother and father-in-law. I remember down in Folkestone, her needing a bottle of gin. My dad was instructed to go out and buy the gin when we were down there. And I remember this, and I remember begging my dad to give me a gin and tonic when I was about 5. Oh, God. It might have been 5 or might have been 6, and he gave me some as well. He gave me some as well. He gave me a glass of it, and I begged him for some more. He did draw the line there. He drew the line. I made this.
So you witnessed it being very important for your parents.
I don't really remember the mechanics of that, but my grandparents on my dad's side didn't really drink at all. So there would no way would there have been a bottle of gin in the house. And my mum was a gin drinker. She liked gin and tonic and wine, and she had a problem with booze, which came out later.
We'll talk about later.
We'll talk about that. So, but that booze would have been purchased by my dad to get her through the awfulness of being down there with her in-laws. And I think I picked up on that.
I'm going to stop it there. God love us.